Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Wow. Anyways, so today we're going to talk about a topic that I'm so passionate about because this is crucial to maintaining a positive outlook, at least for the most part. I'm just going to go straight into it because I know sometimes I ramble a lot in the beginning of my videos. I have my microphone right here and it's perfect. And before I start, I do want to give a disclaimer. This is so important before I begin this video because if I don't address this, I just feel like it's not going to go the way that I want. I'm missing a nail. Yeah, I know. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it in the comments, okay? So I had to address that first and foremost because, yeah, you guys probably wouldn't have even noticed, but I needed to address it because I noticed, and that's what's important, okay? The title of my video is very self-explanatory. This video is going to tell you the importance of it. The importance, and gonna give you a few tips on how to maintain a great well-being and how to filter your mind. So first and foremost, the importance, right? I mean, it's self-explanatory. It's super important to filter your mind because if you don't filter your mind, then that just means that you're allowing everything and anything to go through your mind, and that's not good. I don't know how else to say it. It's not good. It's like eating whatever you want with no limitations. And if you're allergic to something and you're just eating it, it's going to physically make you sick, right? So you start to know how your body is and you start to pick out what it is you want to put in it and pick out what it is you don't. And it's important because if you don't pay attention to what it is you're putting inside your body, like I mentioned, it can physically make you sick, or you're just creating a discomfort within yourself because you're not receiving any pleasure from eating food that you actually like. For the most part, I think that you guys do a good job in listening to your body in that sense, to not give yourself something that's going to make you physically sick or something that you don't like. The same should be done for your head, for your mentality. You need to pay more attention on what you're intaking, on what you're reading, on what you're seeing. It's important because you live inside your brain all day. You listen to your inner dialogue or whatever it is that you hear, or your visuals, however it is that you think inside. You are your brain essentially. So you need to be very careful about what you intake. The more you're intentional about what you are receiving, the better your well-being will be. And that's why it's so important. So now let's go down to the steps or to the tips. The number one tip that I can give you would be to be intentional about your environment, about your surroundings. You have to be able to cultivate a positive environment online and offline in order to have a healthier mindset. In person, don't associate yourself with somebody or people that constantly gossip, constantly have drama. I know it can be entertaining to be around people like that because you might be bored, but it's not doing anything good for you. It's not enhancing you in any way. And sooner or later, you will get pulled into that environment, whether you want to or not, in some shape or form. So it's super important to surround yourself with people who are doing things that are enhancing them. And I'm not saying to surround yourself with people who are perfect because that doesn't exist. You have family members, you have friends that have their flaws and are venting to you about their drama. They may have more drama than you have, and sometimes they may want you to listen to that. And that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people that are really not talking about anything goal oriented or ambitious or parenting or anything that's enhancing them. And all they bring around is just drama and just negativity. You can just feel it in your soul. Come on. Oh, I just touched my microphone. My bad, guys. You can feel it in your soul, guys. Come on, you know what I'm talking about. Don't act. But in real life, that's who you want to surround yourself with. Everything in moderation is not bad. So if you have those certain people or people that you care about that come with this drama or all this negativity, once in a while hearing them out or whatever is fine, but don't make that a center point in your life, because you're gonna get dragged into it one way or another. And going to online, oh my gosh, this day and age, we know that everything is online. Some people post their whole story online. Some people will post news articles that you were not even ready to receive. They may start talking about something that you don't want to hear in that moment because of the mental state that you're in. Can't control that. So what you need to do, and what I advise, is kind of study who you're following, who you're friends with, what you're seeing, the algorithm, right? Every social network has an algorithm, and you need to study it. And the reason why I say this is because if you don't study it, if you're not intentional about what you're liking or commenting on and all that stuff, if you don't know how the algorithm works, well, first of all, you're out of luck, because you need to. If you're online, you have a responsibility to learn being on these social networks. But if you don't know about all that, you're gonna find yourself just seeing whatever on your timeline. And I don't want that for you. Trust me, I don't want that for you, because I don't want that for me. I'm very intentional about what I see on my timeline. And sometimes I'll see something that I don't like, and I'll have to put like not interested or whatever the option is to get rid of that certain content. You need to study your timeline, and you need to study the people who you're friends with or who you're following. That's going to come on your timeline. And if you know that person or that page is constantly spewing out drama, celebrity news, things that are just not of importance to you, or even like negative news, like a crime and all that stuff. And if you don't want to see that, if you know how sensitive your mind is to that kind of stuff and how it's going to make you feel throughout the day, unfollow it or put not interested, something like that. You need to start filtering out your timeline. I mean, sometimes we get online and we just see stuff. It's crazy out there. Trust me, I know. But you're not a child, and I'm not a child. So you need to study the algorithm, and you need to see what it is that you like. And you're gonna risk getting addicted to it. You're gonna risk seeing the drama. You're gonna risk going and following a person to the point where you might become obsessed because of their drama-filled life. Take it from me. Don't associate yourself with that kind of stuff. Delete it, put not interested, unfollow that person, whatever it is, but you gotta be intentional about that. This is a social network world, an internet world, as a matter of fact, but you're still in control about what you see and what you do. You need to filter your mind. That sometimes means get off the internet. Get off the internet for a few days, weeks, months, whatever it is that you want to do. But if you're feeling like you're comparing yourself online to somebody else, and you know that in real life you're grateful and you have all these things that you need and you're not going without wants or needs, you need to get off the internet sometimes. You just need to. And it's totally normal. And actually, anybody who does take a social media hiatus, I respect, and I kind of see that they're on their P's and Q's, or whatever the saying goes. I see that they're actually aware of their mental health, because you have to do that sometimes. You do, because sometimes we're all human. We all stray. We all consume so much of something that we get lost in it. The negativity that's bringing into our lives because of it. And so we just keep doing it. We keep doing it. So anybody who takes a social media hiatus is smart. It's smart because it shows me, or it shows anybody, that okay, this person is very aware about what's going on with them and they need a break. They need a mental break, because social media, internet is not real. Not real. And I don't care what nobody says. I've had arguments about this. I have a love and hate relationship with the internet. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, because I love the internet. I love it. I'm aware of all the positivity it brings. I'm aware of how far it can go with helping somebody. I'm absolutely aware of all of that. But just as much as it is good, just as much as it can be bad. And what that means is sometimes you lose track of reality. This is real life, where you're at right now. Where I'm sitting right now, that's real life. And you can't get lost in the sauce. And it's so easy to get lost in the sauce these days because that's the internet. Okay? Filter your mind. And I'm using my pinky on that. Filter your mind. Only because I can't use this one because it's ugly. Anyways. And last but not least is that you have to be intentional about the positivity that you intake versus the negativity that you intake. So what that means is, if you know you're going to be online, or you know you're going to be around a certain person that brings this drama into your life, you got to make sure you balance that out with something positive, something enhancing, right? Whatever it is that you believe in that will enhance you and will bring you back and ground you. Personally, for me, I know that I have to be praying regularly, reading the Bible regularly, spending time with my loved ones regularly, and doing things that I love regularly. I have to be doing those things in order to ground me, because if I don't do those things and I'm constantly intaking all this social media BS, or surrounding myself with people who only bring drama or whatever it is, it's not going to help you. It's the same way that the only analogy I can compare it to is your body. It's your body, because if you're intaking a bunch of carbs, if you're intaking a bunch of chips, a bunch of fried food, a bunch of fast food and all that stuff, versus intaking salads and greens and vegetables and fruits, it's not going to be the same. You're going to feel more drowsy, fatigued, heavier, because it's not balanced. If you're doing both in moderation, you're balanced. If you're doing just mostly healthy stuff and all that, you might feel a little bit restricted. You might feel like you're not enjoying or getting the pleasures out of life. There's a balance. There's a balance here. So that's the main point, or the most important point I'm trying to point out to you guys, is that you have to have a balance, and you have to be intentional and aware of what you're doing. You have to filter out your mind. You have to, because you live in your mind all day. You do. Duh. I don't even gotta say that. You're talking to yourself right now in your head about this video. Like, you live in your head all day. So whatever it is you're intaking, mostly, that's who you are. That's the truth. If you're online most of the time and you're not doing the other things you need to do to stay grounded, you are online. You are what you see online. Who you're surrounding yourself with, you are who you're surrounding yourself with. What you're reading, you are what you're reading. That's just the truth. Sorry to break it to you, but that's the truth. And so I know how important it is, and I know that sometimes we get lost in the sauce. It happens. Sometimes we stray away, but it's not too late to come back. And this is the point of the video. I wanted to bring awareness to that, to give you that reassurance that it is possible to filter your mind. It is possible for you to be intentional about your well-being. It's all the same. It's all the same. This is what I'm here for. So I hope that this video helped you. Let me know the things that you guys do to filter your mind. Maybe I missed something. I know I didn't go through everything, but you guys tell me in the comments what it is that you do that filters your mind. It might help somebody. You never know. And in this world, that's what we do. We got to help each other, you know? So go ahead and tell me what it is that you guys do to filter your mind, to maintain your well-being. And also let me know what it is that you guys want to see more of. Yeah, that is the end of my video. I thank you guys so much for coming to my YouTube channel, and again for watching my video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and go ahead and click the bell so that you guys can get notifications every time I upload. Have a great day. Love you.